Hi, welcome to Yoga by Janelle. Today's class is a risk-free, hands-free yoga class. Really, this class is just designed for those of you who are unable to bear weight through your wrist at this time for whatever reason. I would encourage you to give it a try. You will get a workout. And all you need today for this class is your yoga mat. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I invite you to come to the center of your mat. You're going to root down through your feet so that your feet are firmly planted into your mat. You're going to rise up through your feet, lengthening your body all the way from your feet through your pelvis and pulling in those abdominal muscles towards your spine, lifting all the way through up to your crown of your head. You're going to draw those shoulders down and back, rotating those palms to the front of the room. We're going to begin to set up our breath. You're going to inhale through your nose to the count of 4. And exhaling it back out. Continue to breathe in through your nose. And exhaling it out. Inhale again. And exhaling it out. While you're breathing, allow your mind to quiet. Allow any thoughts that you have racing through your mind at this moment, allow those to leave. Give yourself permission to allow yourself to focus only on breathing at this moment. Exhaling it out. We're going to take one more breath and we're going to spread those legs out slightly. If you have your eyes closed, please go ahead and open them at this time. We're going to go into a little bit of a forward flexion bend. You can let your arms dangle, or you can just gently cradle them just like you would cradle a baby. You're just going to come forward and just dropping your head down, relaxing. Giving a little bit of movement into your pelvis, into your spine. Following those bones and muscles and some joints just to a little bit of movement. Continue breathing. Come to a moment of stillness here. Slowly raise yourself all the way back up to stand. You're going to rotate your right foot towards the right side of your mat, bringing that left foot along with you, bring it towards a 45-degree angle. Keep those abdominal muscles drawn in as best as you can. We're going to come into a pyramid position. You're going to try to lean forward. You're going to try to lean forward, bringing your head towards your knee. In this position, you can hold your hands behind you. You can just gently grab onto your ankle just to give you support, not putting any weight with your hand or your wrist. Getting a hamstring stretch and hold. Continue your breath. Place a nice bend in that right knee. Coming all the way up to stand. Rotate those feet the opposite direction. So you're rotating towards the left side of your mat. Your left leg should be forward. And you're going to rotate that right heel back towards the back of the room. Put a somewhat 45-degree angle in that back leg. Gonna bring your head towards your knee once more. Again, just getting a little bit of support through your hands, just gently touching your ankle, or you can just have them behind you. Finding your balance, and focusing on your breath. And place a nice bend in that left leg, bringing all the way up to stand, bringing that right leg up to meet your left leg. We're going to begin to get into our movement of the class now. I'm gonna inhale, lift those arms all the way up in front of you, not out to your side. Exhale those hands down to your side. Inhale, lift those arms up. Setting your gaze up as well. Exhale those arms down to your side. I'm gonna inhale, lift those arms up once more. Exhale, we're gonna step back into our high crescent lunge with that left leg. Placing a 90-degree angle bend in that right leg. You're going to bring and do a slight twist, bringing that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Extending those arms. Breathe. And releasing it, stepping back up, and inhaling it in, exhaling it down. Inhaling arms up, exhaling those arms down. Inhale those arms up once more. On this next exhale, we're going to step back with that right leg, taking your right arm outside of the left knee. You can rest the other arm slightly on your back and just down to the side. A little bit of a twist. Focus on your breathing. And one more breath. Releasing these arms. I'm going to step back up. Bring that to the left. Inhaling it up. And exhaling it down. We're going to sink into chair. In chair, you're just going to sit back. Seated in chair, keeping your knees tracking between the second and third toes and behind the toes. You're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Arching your back slightly, your head should be facing forward. Hold it here. And we're going to come back up, exhaling it down. On our next chair, we're going to bring some movement into this. Inhale into chair. Exhale, opening it up towards your left. Inhaling it back in. Lifting those arms up. Exhaling it out towards the right. Opening that right arm out to the back side. Inhaling it back in. Exhaling it out to the left. Inhaling it back in. Exhale, opening it out to the right. Inhaling it back in. And exhaling it back out to stand. We're going to add on to this now. You're going to inhale into chair. Exhale, opening it out to the left. Inhale those arms up. With that left leg. You're going to open that arm up into your warrior two. Lowering that left arm down. Rotate the right arm up. And folding back into your reverse warrior. Breathing in to that right side of your body. Keeping that right knee bent. Back up to warrior two. Bring that forearm to your thigh and stretching up and over. Shooting energy all the way from that foot up to your hand. Coming back up to warrior two. Rotate back into high crescent lunge, stepping it through. And exhaling up. Inhaling into chair. Opening into that right side of your body. Inhaling it back in. Stepping back with that right leg. Opening into your warrior two. It should be over that left arm. Dropping your right arm down. Turning your left arm up. Going to lean into your reverse warrior. Leaning over to your right side of your body. Your gaze should be at your hand.
Coming back into your warrior two, dropping that forearm down onto that thigh, stretching up and over, breathing into the right side of your body. And coming back up into warrior two, turning that foot back into your high crescent lunge. Inhaling it in. And exhaling those arms down to your side. You're going to step back with your right foot, opening back towards the front of the room. We're going to go into our balance portion. We're going to root those feet down to the ground, just like the tree roots rooted into the ground. We're going to start with a basic, simple balance today. You're just going to pull up onto your tippy toes and bring it down. I'm going to inhale, lift onto those toes. Exhaling it down. I'm going to come all the way onto those toes once more. And exhale it down. I'm going to bring some movement with your arms this time. Inhale, lift those arms up. And exhaling it down. Inhale, lift those arms up. Keep those abdominals strong and tight. Exhale it down. One more inhale. Lift up those arms and onto your tippy toes. And exhaling it down. We're going to do our tree pose. In tree, you can rest that toe on the ground, bringing your heel just directly over your ankle. You can position it in between your knee and your ankle. Because this class is a hands-free, wrist-free class, unless you're able to pull that leg all the way into your groin without lifting, we're going to stay here today. So we're going to go ahead, find your position in tree. You can leave your arms hanging. You can bring your arms just up into a prayer position. You can raise your arms up to extension. This knee is externally rotated. We're working with our right leg. In tree, left leg is supporting. Rotate it in and lower it down. We're going to root down through the right leg this time, finding that tree pose on the other side. Find your focal point so that you can look at one item and find your balance. Continue your breath. Focus on your breath. Notice where your mind is wandering. Allow those thoughts to leave. Rotate it in and lower it down. Rotate that right leg towards the right side of your mat, stepping through with your left. We're going to go into a modified sun salutation. On our way to the ground, you're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale those arms down to your side. Inhale into chair. Exhale, hands down to your knees. Stepping back, putting one knee on the ground and bringing the other knee to the ground. I'm going to bring those toes together. Separate those knees, coming down to your elbows if you can. Going to slowly walk forward, coming down into child's pose. Lower your head down to the ground if you can, and breathe. I'm going to breathe into that back body, allowing your breath to travel all the way down your spine. And exhaling it back up through your spine. One more deep breath. And exhaling it out. Now bring those hands gently together. Just raise those arms up so that your hands are shooting towards the ceiling. Push up through your elbows, walking your arms back, bringing your knees underneath. And I'm going to come over and sit down onto the ground. In your seat, in your seated position, want to just kind of come again, lean forward with the backs of your arms facing the ground so you're not putting weight on your wrists. Just lean over, forward fold. As long as you can comfortably do this without putting weight through your wrist. Now we're going to come back up, walking over towards the other side. And coming back over to the left side. And we're going to come back up. Bring those legs together. We're going to rotate and put our feet to one edge of the mat. We're going to lie back onto our backs gently. Bringing those feet firmly flat on the ground. Your knees should be facing upward. Just going to gently take your left foot, cross it over the left thigh or the left knee, opening into that position of your leg. And if this is a stretch, we're going to hold that stretch right there. We're going to pull that right leg up, not using your arms, just pull it up to where you naturally can feel it. Lowering down to the ground. Lower your left foot down to the ground. Crossing your right ankle over the left knee or thigh. Getting into this position, holding it there. You can draw that into your chest. Get a little bit more stretch. Taking in a few breaths. And releasing it. Keeping those knees up. We're going to take your arms out to the side of your body. We're just going to drop those knees down to the right side. Set your gaze to the left. And hold it here. And we're going to rotate to the opposite side. Dropping those in to the left, and gaze is going to be to your right. And coming back to center, extend those legs straight out. Bring those arms down towards the side of your body. Just going to breathe. Take it in for a few moments. Allow your body to melt into the ground. Noticing where your body has contact to the ground. Noticing how your body feels at the moment, any sensations that you have, some energy that's running through your body. Continue to breathe. Slowly allow your mind to allow your thoughts to return, but allow yourself to only allow the thoughts that are going to serve you purpose to come back in. Anything else, allow it to stay out. At this time, you can open your eyes if you have not done so, and you can return to your normal breathing pattern. Bring some movement into your hands and your toes. I'm going to go ahead and transition back into a seated position. Now, you've gotten down to this ground, so I'm going to have to help you get back up if you're not sure how you're going to do this without putting weight through your arm crease. What we can do is two different ways. You can bring a slight bend into your knees, and you're going to bring your elbows up and dig into your elbows, slowly pushing yourself up to a seated position. That's one way of doing it. Another way that you can go to get up, if that's not working, rotate your hips to the side. And again, you're gonna go push up through, using your body, push up through your elbow, all the way up to a seated posture. And that is our class for today. Thank you so much for joining me in class. I hope this class has been beneficial for you. I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave me comments, and of course, share my videos. You all have such a wonderful day.